Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having a great start to your week, a great start to your day. I'm going to be brief here today, but I do want to drop something on you that I hope will bless you, that I hope will encourage you, that I hope will equip you. I want to also uh, point you to the description box and remind you what I'm going to do today is I'm offering my Savage in 7. It used to be Savage in 6, but I took my 7-step process of transformation and made each one individual and single session. So it's now Savage in 7, a 7-week program to ultimate transformation. And while it isn't the ongoing intervention developmental type thing like my larger packages, it does get you exactly where you need to be in focus and in behavior in the sense of developing the proper behavior. Now, obviously, you have to continue to follow through, but it's extremely powerful. And this is what I'm doing today because I really want to see people take advantage of it. For anyone who signs up for it, I'm going to gift you. Two things can happen today. You can opt to have a second package of equal value. You can opt to have it a second one gifted to you to gift to someone else. That means that you can actually be working through the process alongside a friend or loved one. Or you can opt and have it upgraded to a bronze package, which is a 12-week ongoing program, which is a little more comprehensive and detailed. But you can do either or today. So if you sign up today, you can either get the gift and give it to someone else and you guys do it together, or you can decide to upgrade to a larger package at no additional charge and take advantage of a better situation. But anyway, I really want to help as many people as I can. My goal this year was nothing short of exceptional to touch and change the lives of 1 million people in any way possible. So every video, every book, every lecture, every article, every interview that I do is about reaching people and touching people and helping people change their lives. Someone asked a question. Matter of fact, it's been asked to me a lot, but someone asked a question at a time when things were really going not so well for me. And they asked, how do you smile in times when things don't seem to be going your way? And I told them something that is often stated, but people don't understand it. I said, my perception is everything. What I choose to focus on, I give power to. If I choose to focus on the fact that things aren't like I want them to be, then those things that are not like I want them to be become bigger. They expand, they become emphasized, they have more power, they carry more weight. It becomes more difficult to manage them. But if I focus on the fact that I'm not here forever, if I focus on the fact that I'm intentionally and purposely growing every day, so I won't be the same person that's in this a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, I will be somebody completely different. I would have been somebody who has grown. I will have grown out of the situation, out of the circumstance, out of the problem. That's how you get out of something. You become someone who is capable of moving beyond it. You become someone who is capable of rising above it. Some of us are carrying tragedies that are governing how we move. I have not been uh, a person, and that's something that I have said, and you guys have heard me say on more than one occasion, is I'm not impervious to life. I'm not someone that because I do what I do, I don't have problems. I don't have situations. I don't have things I struggle with. I'm human. And I try to relay that message as much as possible that my successes aren't because I'm abnormal or I don't have or I found a way to circumvent the vicissitudes and changes and struggles and disappointments that impact us in life, that I don't have moments where I feel overwhelmed, that I don't have moments when I'm feeling I do. I just choose within a matter of time to look at what's going on and to determine what's carrying me is how I'm looking at it. My perception dictates my reality. My perception creates my reality. My perception controls my it. What how many times have I told you? Whatever you focus on, you feel. Whatever you give your attention to becomes the big thing. Whatever you focus on, you tell the reticular activating system in the back of your brain that, hey, this is the big thing in my life right now. Well, if you keep focusing on the problem becomes the big thing. The bigger the more you focus, the bigger it becomes, and the harder it is to manage, the harder it is to deal with. Some of us have big trauma because we are still focusing on what someone did to us. We are still focusing on what happened to us as children. We're still focusing on what happened in that previous relationship. We're still focusing on what happened at that last job. We can't even get to a point to where we can see where we're moving because we're focused on where we've been to the level at which where we have been has become the dictating thing. It's called the familiar past. It's when you're consistently living in what was to the point that it becomes so familiar that it consistently recreates itself by mind, by body, by behavior, by perception. You could have something in front of you that's actually better for you than you see it because you can only see the bad in it. How do I know? I've been there. I've been there. But the answer to the question is you have to change how you look at things. You have to change how you perceive things. As a child who didn't know his father, as a child whose mother was never really maternal, I have issues. Hell, and I say I have because there are things that are so buried deep that I'm still at times discovering. Things that perk up, things that I thought I've handled. But here's the beauty of it though. Because I've handled things before, because I've grown, because I have created healing. See, the thing is, people say healing, and people think you go out there, you get healed, you're cured, you move on, and everything is great in life. No, you're constantly having to repair because you're constantly experiencing injury. You're constantly experiencing re-injury. You're constantly a lot. And then if you go through a moment of injury and you allow that injury to in some way associate itself with a past injury, then you bring that injury back into the process. You got to understand that healing is an ongoing process. Healing is about becoming better every day. Healing is about developing a sense of power. Healing is about developing a sense of understanding that no matter where I'm at, I'm not stuck here. If it's not working for me, if I don't like it, I just have to simply look at it. But one of the biggest things for me, and I've told you this so many times, I can't even imagine how many times I've told you this. The biggest thing for me is why I can smile in times like that is not just because of how I look at things, it's because I choose to be grateful. I choose to find the thing to be grateful for before I look for the thing that's wrong. I choose to be grateful because I know it could be worse. I choose to be grateful because I know what it's like to be in a different situation than I am at any current moment. I choose to be grateful. So when you choose to be grateful, there are a couple of things that happen when you choose to be grateful. It's hard to be angry. When you choose to be grateful, it's hard to be sad. When you choose to be grateful, it's hard to be bitter. When you choose to be grateful, it's hard to be stressed. When you choose to be grateful, it's hard to be anxious. When you choose to be grateful, you're able to get to a point where you start to see the good in the moment. You start to see things aren't really as bad as you thought they were. You start to see that there's some hope out here. And if there's some hope, then I can move and I can operate and I can believe and I can trust and I can fight and I can press and I can do some things that are going to take me to where it is I desire to be. It's a journey. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have some setbacks. There are going to be some times you get hurt. There are going to be some times you get knocked down. There are going to be some times that you don't understand what's going on. There are going to be some times you feel betrayed. There are going to be some times that you look at situations and it just doesn't look fair. You're going to have to be able to sit up and find the reason to be thankful. You're going to have to sit up and say, there's some good in this world. There's some good in my life. I refuse to wake up in the morning and believe that nothing in this life is worth living for. Nothing in this life has anything to be thankful for. I refuse to sit up and look at my life and sit up and say, there's no reason for me to be grateful. So I wake up with a heart of gratitude. and I face my day from that position. That's why I smile. That's why no matter what's going on, do you think that I could get up? I'm in front of you guys, probably out of 52 weeks, 365 days. I'm probably in front of you guys in posts, in videos, in dealing with my clients, probably easily 315 to 330 days. I only take off Sundays. So and that's not every Sunday, because there are times I'm actually being interviewed on Sunday, or I have an emergency case where a client needs me on a Sunday. So let's say out of 365, 315 to 330, I'm in front of somebody. Do you actually think I wake up every day and come do what I do? And every day I wake up, everything is just great. Nothing's going wrong in my life. There are no situations. Everything's perfect. Do you actually think that? But see, if I allow that stuff to get to me, if I allow that to be what dictates how I move, then I can't do what I do. I can't be a blessing in this world. I can't be a force in this world, because I've allowed my situations to come in and move against me. I've allowed my situations to dictate my mood. I've allowed my situations to dictate my mindset. I wake up and I decide every day I'm going to be thankful. Sometimes I've got 35 things sitting there looking at me. And it just seems like, man, could anything else go wrong? But I find the reason to be grateful. Lord, I thank you for being alive. Lord, I thank you for this beautiful woman that you've blessed me with. Lord, I thank you for the responsibility of caring for a family. Lord, I thank you for the health and strength to be able to care for a family. Lord, I thank you for my vision. I thank you, God, for so many things. And this isn't about religion. This is about me dealing with my source. You have to have a source. And if you, unless you're an atheist, there's a source. How you see your source isn't my business. But what I will tell you is, when you connect with the source, understanding that the source is just that. The source will provide you with what you need. The source has no limitations. The source isn't limited by your problems. Your problems doesn't take the source by surprise. There's an answer on the way for whatever you're going through right now. But you're going to have to trust, and you're going to have to be grateful, and you're going to have to be willing to stand. You're going to have to be willing to trust that tomorrow would be better than today, and that you're going to intentionally grow. That you must understand that in order to be everything you can in this world, you got to understand that this version of you, this version that you're in right now, may serve you well right now, or you may need to immediately understand it needs some immediate adjustments. But this version of you, no matter how good it is today, will be inferior and obsolete this time next year. You're going to have to work on you. You're going to have to grow you. You're going to have to build you. You're going to have to challenge yourself. I'm challenging you to grow. That's my call today. Grow. Change the way you look at things, change your perception, because whatever you focus on, you feel. And it's going to be always be something negative to focus on. It's going to be always some reason to look at and say, this sucks. But there's always going to be something there that says, you know what? It's going to be okay. I'm not only going to survive, I'm going to win. But you got to be willing to sit there, and you got to be willing to understand that, hey, challenges come, difficult moments come, some things come. You're going to get hurt. I'm sorry, you are. But you'll heal, you'll grow, you'll become better for it, you become stronger for it. Learn to love and appreciate the people that love and appreciate you. Finally, as I stated at the beginning, I really would love to work with some of you. So I have linked my Savage in 7 program, a 7-week program with 7 steps to ultimate transformation. Today, if you sign up for it, you can either get a free session to give to someone else so that you guys can start your work together, or you can get an upgrade to my bronze package, which is a 12-week program. I urge you to take advantage of it. I'm telling you, it's worth every dime. I'm telling you that I win because I know what I'm doing and I get people to where they need to go. And I'm looking forward to helping as many people as I possibly can. So I'm inviting you to be a part of that today. The link is in the description box. Make it happen. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. On that note, I'm out of here.